Well, as so often happens, you know who said, wife and her sisters recently went to Arizona for a week on vacation. Went to Flagstaff and they went to Grand Canyon and did all that stuff. And they had a blast. She went to an antique store and saw something she just absolutely loved and sent me a picture of it. And she said, "You need to make me this for Christmas." I don't mean like as a Christmas present, but I mean she wants it for decoration for the yard for the Christmas holiday. And it's one of these. It's not going to be exactly like this. I'm going to put my own spin on it, like I always do. I've already cut, this is all live oak. So, well, it's not all going to be live oak, but so far this is live oak. I've already cut this for the body using my best Bobby Duke impersonation. The body of this, so this will be the front shoulders, and this will be the back. So that's the body. This piece, this crotch piece, is going to be the head, but I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm actually going to fashion the head on the lathe. I'm going to do an off-center turning, so I'm going to cant it at about this angle and turn it so the nose is more cone-shaped like a deer's nose really is. Then I will find pieces suitable for the legs and the tail and the ears and all of that. So hopefully the vision I have in my head for the head of the deer will look okay. I hope. I think it's going to be, well, it'll be different anyway, one way or another. So without further ado, let's get to the lathe and turn this head and see what we can do with it. Okay, so let's get to going on this. And that's all the turning I'm going to do on the head. Now, instead of just a log, it looks more like an animal head to me. Don't you think? I think it looks a little more head-like. Anyway, that's it. Now I need to cut a couple of tendons on here because I'll drill into the head and the body and glue these in. And there's the neck. So I'll drill with my Forstner bit, I'll drill an 1.5 inch hole, and then I'm going to glue this with clear Gorilla Glue. Why clear Gorilla Glue? Because it's waterproof. Next I will choose 4 pieces for the legs, and I'll do the same thing. I'll turn a tenon on one end of each of the legs, same diameter, and get those in maybe the same diameter. I may go smaller on the legs because the legs, I don't need the legs to be more than about that big around. I need to drill a mortise to accept this, but because of the way this is cut and the way that I turned this off center, I need to drill it at an angle. All right, that's pretty close. All right, it fits. Now I need to drill this one. I found these two pieces I'm going to use for the back legs. They've got a little bend in them. The bend will go forward. I've got them cut to length. Now what I need to do is drill a hole in the body to stick these in. Now I'm going to drill some 3/8 inch holes in here and in the legs, and I'm just going to dowel them. I'll use a 3/8 inch dowel and glue them together. I've got the legs for the front. Let me get them cut to size. Now for the front legs. Trial and error, cut and fit. And right now you're saying to yourself, Billy, what in the world are you doing? Well, I'm beginning to wonder the same thing. Now all the parts are done. Oops, got one more part to do. Okay, all the parts are milled. It's time for me to start gluing it up. So I'm gonna start by gluing this in here, and I'll put it in the clamps, and I'll let it sit for a while. I'm using clear Gorilla Glue because I need this to be waterproof. This is an outside piece. Make that a little bit damp, dry the excess water off. Put a little coat of glue. That's gonna work, I think. Now put me a clamp on it. Yeah, got me a clamp on it. All right, now I'll leave that set for a couple of hours or overnight, I'm not sure yet, and come back then. Okay, I'm gluing the legs in. This one is tight enough and it's down in there, it doesn't need to be clamped. This one needed a little help to hold it in place. That'll do. What's the purpose of having a bench vise if you're not going to use it? Sometimes you just got to have more hands. That'll work. Now, it doesn't need to be tight, it just needs to hold it. This is good. One more for that one. Okay, I'll leave that set up for a few hours and then I'll do more. Okay, I've got the ears glued on. I'm gonna glue this to the body before I put the antlers in. But right now, and here's the body and the neck glued up. But one of the legs is too long. Now these are all sitting on this bench top. This one is hanging over. And I figured the best way to do that is just with one of these. Just so I can sit this here and start the cut and we'll see what we do. That oak's pretty hard stuff. That ground out there, it's going to be sitting on it and terribly level, so that's good enough. The big question is going to be whether or not the head is too heavy for the body. It's going to sit just like that. It is a little front heavy. If I need to, I can shorten these back legs just a little bit more, but I don't think I'm going to need to. My yard's sloped enough I can point him uphill if I need to. Just get this head glued on. I'll let that set under pressure for a couple of hours, and then I will come back, glue the antlers in, and then I will shoot this with a couple of coats. Since it's going to be sitting outside and I don't really want it to rot too quickly, I'm going to hit it with a couple of coats of exterior grade spar urethane. Okay, there it is, all glued together. Now I'll get some finish on it, and after that dries, I'll give it a few hours to dry, and then like I said, I'll shoot it with a couple of coats of spar urethane, and I'm gonna call it done. So here it is, another one done. I really appreciate you watching. It's not exactly a complete turning, but there was some turning involved, so just a crazy idea I had for something that she wanted, and she loves it, so that's all that matters. I appreciate you watching, I really do. Here's some stills of what it looks like in the yard. It came out well. I don't want to do another one. If I were to do more, I would order a set of those. It's kind of like a pencil sharpener of sorts. They make a set of cutters that cut tenons on the end of logs for various reasons. And I would, rather than messing with so much of the lathe stuff, I'd still probably turn the nose of the head, but it would be so much easier just to use those cutters and cut the tenons, and then not have to worry about doweling so much. Just pop a hole with the right size Forstner bit, throw the glue in it, and Bob's your uncle. So that's how I would do it next time. Hopefully there's not a next time. Again, I appreciate you watching. Check out my website. You can order swag, t-shirts, hats, things that I've turned. All that really helps us out. I appreciate it. Check out my sponsors, links below. Again, thanks for watching. I will get started on another turning project soon, I promise. I just don't know what yet. Ramble on, you old fool. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. I honestly do. I know this isn't gonna be everybody's cup of tea, but so be it. You do what you gotta do. I've decided that I'm not gonna worry too much anymore about views and subscribers, etc., because I'm getting a few subscribers here and there, but I'm not getting a whole lot of views on any video, so it really doesn't matter what I put out, apparently. And that's okay. I didn't do this to get rich. I didn't do this to make a lot of money. I didn't use this to make any money, actually. I just do it because I enjoy it. Editing is a pain in the butt, though, so I don't know that I'm going to be doing a video every week necessarily. I'll just be putting videos up as I get them done. Remember the 3 L's. Live, laugh. That one is very, very important. As is the last. And love. Y'all come back.